They were 8 and 6 when they were diagnosed.
We did diagnosis with Cecilia first. So we learned a lot with Cecilia. Lily's disease progression just kind of matched hers, but 2 years delayed.
She had the exact same vision symptoms exactly 1 year after Cecilia did. So we knew it was exactly the same. We confirmed it with genetic tests, but we didn't need to. So we were told that Batten disease was going to include blindness, seizures, mobility loss, dementia, basically loss of all skills, including feeding themselves, and the need for G-tubes and wheelchairs until life expectancy is late teens to early 20s. And I really feel like we are hitting that beginning of the end phase with Cecilia.
It's been 5 years, and in some regards it seems like it's just flown by to get us to this point. It's been a daily struggle.
Lily has been really stable. She's still the best baby doll mom ever. Cecilia is another story though. She just turned 14. Hormones and puberty were going to accelerate the disease, and we have seen that in full strength this year.
We've seen the increase or the detection of seizures. Definitely seen the weight loss.
She's had balance issues. She's falling a lot more, tremors developing.
I've been struggling with being able to really understand her. She's got a lot going on in her mind, but getting it out and explaining it to people has been very hard.
It's very draining. Her walking and her endurance has been very difficult, to the point that we just ordered her a new wheelchair.
Is this going to be the forever wheelchair?
Chances are this very well could be her first and last wheelchair. We're not sure when that endurance is just gonna not be there.
Yeah.
Well, we're very fortunate to have the clinic at Children's Hospital, which is something that our foundation supports. The clinic has allowed us to consolidate their care into 1 day for each girl. I don't take them together, but we see 9 to 12 different providers in 1 day, and those providers all talk to each other throughout the day, before appointments, during appointments, after appointments, and we leave with a consolidated plan of care for our girls. And it's so comforting to know that they are just a message away, the doctors, when things change like they are rapidly with Cecilia right now, and that all of her doctors are on the same page with how to move forward with the best care for her. It also means that I'm managing doctor's appointments, doctor's messages, PT, speech. We go out for horseback riding therapy, which is something that they both still enjoy a lot right now, and are still mostly able to do, which has been great.
And that's been pretty incredible to see them. Really works on their posture, the vestibular or that left-right brain action. They just go once a week, but you can definitely see a week when they don't go.
Going back to Cecilia, we discovered that she has a pretty severe kyphosis that has caused a lot of pain, to the point that Cecilia's on daily, twice-a-day pain medication now. She's taking 25 pills a day, and that's a lot to keep up with.
The Beyond Batten Disease Foundation, and they are moving to the phase 3 trial of a small molecule therapy. It's a double-blind study, and we won't know, will this medicine be more harm than help? But there is a hope that it will stop the progression of disease, or at least slow it down.
There's just a lot to think about. It's a big decision. It's a difficult decision. And so we have to weigh all those things.
The quality of life is a major concern of ours. I mean, 100 years of suffering or 100 days of joy.
Yep, it's a very real question that we have to face every day.
The true horror of Batten disease is it takes the vision, it takes the cognition, and eventually, I think I've heard him say it takes the kid. It's just...
You know, with all of Cecilia's decline, we've been really, really fortunate to have the village that we do. My mom has come on as a respite caregiver, and then Megan's Place has been tremendous for us. And that part of our village of respite caregiver has been so crucial for our family. I can't do it all the time. We are almost at the point where we probably should consider night respite care.
We've had a lot of sleepless nights.
But being able to trust somebody else with your kids that need so much, it's critical and it's a blessing, just so that we can function as human beings, it feels like, and also so that we can give our little ones, they're not so little anymore, but our littles some time as just normalcy, to go do fun things with them, to be present with them.
We sometimes help them if they are very upset. She didn't want to walk to her room, so I got her rolling chair and I rolled her to her room.
I help Cecilia and Lily at 5 a.m. when they come into our room thinking that it's their room.
Something that's been hard for me about Cecilia's changes is that she didn't even get on her bathing suit this summer. She hasn't gone swimming at all, and last year she used to be really excited to go swimming. And it just makes me really sad that I didn't get to go to the pool with her.
We've often said in years past that we're raising two different families. I think this year I see that more abundantly clear than I have in years past.
We do try to keep things as normal as possible for our littles. They're dealing with a lot. They are front row to seeing their sisters decline, and they have become tremendous caregivers in that.
She loves to think of stuff that she might do one day, so I love to help her with that. Someday I want to invent something for Cecilia that's one of her ideas in honor of her.
Like I said, so incredibly grateful for our village of supporters, and early on we were supported so well financially, and we got to a point where we didn't need that financial support, and we're grateful for that. But we quickly realized that there are so many other Batten families that don't have the support that we do. And when your child is given a diagnosis like this, it changes absolutely everything, more so than when you had a baby. I can't imagine not having the resources that we do, and so we have put ourselves out there and started this foundation as a way to give back, and we're inviting you to help us with that mission, to give back, to extend our village into the homes of other Batten families, help them in profound ways with a wheelchair vehicle, with a bathroom remodel, with a wheelchair that actually fits their child, with an elevator to safely get their child from one floor to the next.
Sometimes our happiness is captured, somehow a time and place stand still. Well, love lives on inside our hearts and always will. Minutes turn to hours, days to years that go. But where all else has been forgotten,